Testing, testing. I can't tell what the audio is going to be like, but it should definitely be quieter than my voice. Hopefully this is good. Okay, so we got a question from someone on the Facebook group, how to make this. And so the way I was thinking about it was this. Let's get the reference images, because you always want to go from the reference. If I can find it. Yeah. Right there, just so we can see what we're trying to do. And then we'll do that with the other one. Okay. So it looks like we want a circle that basically ends in a square. And it's got this weird stuff in the middle. So it's always going to be easier to start with a circle and make that a square than the other way around. And so we're going to start with a cylinder. I'm going to, I think, rotate it on its side, RY 90. And then let's just make this side a square. And we'll save that little rim. That's going to be like where this stuff stops. And then it looks like we still have some kind of circle on the sides. So we kind of want to leave like these ones and these ones. We want to leave those alone. So this is pretty cool. You can go like this, get all those ones, and then just make sure that we're not messing up. So 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5 and then I didn't click shift. Control Z and then hit shift. 1 2 3 4 5. Shift. Yeah, get all those. Oh, dang it. We can only do one at a time. So 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, let's get these ones. Man, dude, I'm really slipping right now. This is why it takes me so long to model stuff. Okay, so I think that's good. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, yeah, so now we're gonna do S. And because we want it to be flat, like along here, we're gonna do S, Z, and then 0. You know, like that already is looking like pretty close to what we want. And then we'll count 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So we want these ones. S, Z, 0. I think I did this wrong. I think I picked too many on the top one. You know, this won't be an exact tutorial. I'm just trying to give you an idea, you know, because I'm not trying to make a vacuum for my projects. So I don't want to spend too much time on this. But yeah, we can bring this down here. I mean, screw it. SZ0. Okay, now it's at least symmetrical. I mean, we can also cut this in half. Like, we can literally go like this. cut it in half. Well, I guess you have to use the knife tool, so press K, and you can go like this, cut it in. What? Dude, oh my god. Okay. In theory, where is the cut? Right here. K. It's not even in the middle. Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. This is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be symmetrical. I'm sorry. But now you can go like this, and now we have to kind of study the shape. So it looks flat, like just straight from here to here. So we have that. It looks like there's a curve on here. So you can click whatever's the middle, like that and that. Now press O on your keyboard. Look up here. Press O on your keyboard. Okay. Your mouse has to be in here, but look up there. So now when I press O, that's proportional editing. That's gonna affect other things. Don't just move it. Like don't just do this because you have no control. Do G and then X. And now you can scroll your mouse wheel while you move it, and you can change it. So it's not going to be perfect, but you know, at least that has some curvature, kind of like that, you know. And then now we just want to get more of a swoopy shape in here. Like it's not a cone, it's actually like a very harsh drop off. So that's where the symmetry would have come in handy. But I'm not gonna do all that. So we just want to start making a few loop cuts. Like you don't want to do too many loop cuts to start it off. Yeah, so I think we can just do the same trick. Go from here to here, and then you can actually click one vertex and then do control, and it'll just shoot all the way across. So do that. SZ0. Oh. Press O. Take off proportional. Now SZ0. Dude, what in the world? SZ0. Kind of more like something more like that. It's hard to tell from the pictures. We need like a actual side shot of like what this angle is gonna be, but I don't know. Let's just call it that. Like right there. The symmetry is really bugging me, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, we gotta do a cut in the middle. Here, here. Now, K. Just make sure it's the right ones. Here, here. Enter. K. Here, here. Enter. And then Alt Z to go into wireframe mode. And then I usually pick a direction so you can very clearly see everything. And now we just want to get everything here. X, delete vertices. So now we'll be able to make this symmetrical. So now we go tab out of edit mode, go into the modifiers tab, add a mirror, and press A, G, Z. Yeah, so it's like the two halves were kind of squished on top of each other. So there's a couple ways you can fix this. The really lazy way that I do is turn on clipping right here. That makes them stick. And then now go back over G, Z, and then move it up. And like now you're just gonna like totally mess up your model. So I just see how it's like, it's moving, stuck. It's moving, stuck. Just like now you can hold shift on your keyboard so it's super slow and just keep moving. Like they're both moving. Now they're stuck. So I would just go like right back there and then tab and then Alt Z. Yeah, so at least it's symmetrical now. And I mean, actually, if you really really wanted to, you could go from here to here, and that cut wasn't perfect. So we'll do the same trick, and then now because we want it the side to side to be even, S, X, 0. Huh, that's weird. Oh no, not X. My bad, dude. I have it spun the wrong way. Usually I work like this, and Y is my front. So no, we just look at the color. We want to go side to side. Green is Y, red is X, blue is Z. So we know that we want these to be straight up and down. So we do S, Y, 0. And now they're perfectly straight up and down. And so then we follow this line, come over here, come over here, come over here. And so now we want to do the same thing. K, click that, go as close to the center as you can, because I'm pretty sure, hit enter, I'm pretty sure it averages these 2 points, so you don't want to change this one too much. Now we do, because we want them to be side to side, and this is the green for the Y, we do S, Y, 0. And now they're perfectly straight up and down. And so now what we can do is go Alt Z into wireframe mode. I would do the top view, and we basically want to get rid of, also go, if you click here, I put it on lasso. It's way easier than having box, in my opinion. X, delete vertices. And we got the same problem, but now we can just bring this over, G, Y, yep, and now they're linked. Yeah, I think we just hit A and then do G, Y. Okay, so this is annoying. You have to make them touch, like right there, how it's squished in. Turn off clipping, turn on clipping, and now G, Y, and the won't be. So now you have to kind of look and make sure that we just didn't like mess things up too much. Like that's messed up. G, Y, and like that's too skinny. So it might, like I'm just gonna leave it, but like use your reference models and make sure that you didn't mess things up. But so now we're literally working with this one corner. And so we can do that, we can do that. And I mean, at this point, like you might just have to start messing around with it, dude. Like literally look at a reference image and just like check the angle, and then you can just like drag each of these points to where they need to be. Like that's literally modeling. It's like glorified tracing. You can try to get fancy and turn on proportional and then do GZ and just like start to see what works for you. But I don't know, dude. You might be messing with it for so long. Could honestly be easier to just turn off proportional, and like it's just hard for me to see the shape from the pictures you have, but you kind of just want like a flat arc. Like maybe that's too low. Bring it more like that. Oh yeah, it's not flat, it's not flat. So we'll do this, and then SZ0, and then yeah, I mean you're gonna have to bring it in because it's a U shape. It's a U shape. So you're gonna want to like kind of start to bring these vertices over. Where's the U? Yeah, bro, it's just so hard to tell from these angled pictures. Like you want like a side shot, and you want like a straight up view. That's actually my biggest advice, is get better reference images, because these are not going to do it. But I mean, you know, you're at least seeing the process. You'd really want to carve out a nice looking, like almost like a tongue. It's shaped like someone's tongue, flat and semicircular, also going up this arc. But hopefully I'm at least laying out how you could start to achieve that. So I mean, that looks like garbage. Shade smooth, come over here to normals, auto smooth. Like that's not terrible. It's not terrible. And then I think we want to bring this up more. Yeah, like that. Yeah, we'll call that good, I guess. Yeah, and then we'll click this, and then now we want them to be the same on this way, like front to back. So we'll do X, S, nope, S, X, 0. You saw how that one moved. That one just moved when I did it, so that's why if they're not close, you're gonna start changing your model a lot. So this is like kind of a dangerous method. And like, yeah, this just looks terrible. Looks really bad. I mean, like, we're getting there though. Like, we're definitely getting there. And then just come over here, and then look, if you hit I for inset. Oh gosh, what have we done? Do we have double vertices? Yep, just get rid of this one. Right click, dissolve vertices. Oh my gosh. Oh man, dude, this model is messed up already. This model's messed up. I'm just gonna undo that. How did this happen? Okay, what if we do this? Click on this edge over here, control, click on that edge over there, dissolve. I just right clicked the mouse and then dissolve edges. Can't even do that. Okay, X, delete edges. Okay, that didn't mess anything up. Like, yeah, dude, it's just like experimenting. Like, every shape that you do is gonna be new, and so you're just gonna have to learn. Like, I mostly model cars, so this is actually like a pretty complex shape. I'm sure there's a better way to do it with booleans, but if you do booleans, you're gonna have to clean up the mesh a lot. Like how we had those double vertices. Booleans, you're gonna have to do a lot of cleanup, and I just find cleanup to be so like tedious. So we're gonna delete these edges as well. So that, I mean, in theory, now when we do this, we should be able to hit I. What is doing this? Oh, it's you. Dissolve. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now the problem is that because we're using the mirror modifier, you have like 4 of these. You don't want to have 4 openings. You just want to have the big opening. So what you do, Control Z, is you do hit I for inset and then hit B. And if you, oh god, look up here. Look up here when I press I and then press B. Now look where it says boundary, B, on. Now when I press B, boundaries off. See it changing up there? So that's going to tell you like what your settings are. Because you can also do I again for individual. So like, I'm sorry to kind of get sidetracked, but let's say you have these faces, right? And you do I, and I'm going to turn boundary off and I'm going to turn individual on. Now you can go like that and get like a kind of grate or like vent looking thing, like a bunch of little holes. But you can also do I, turn boundary on, turn individual off, and that's weird. It should be going all the way to right here if you wanted to punch a big hole. But I mean, you can still go like this, and then you'll just have some cleanup to do right there. Like just fill that in on the triangles right there. Yeah, like it's just a bunch of experimenting. So I'm actually not sure if this is gonna work right now. If I do I and then boundaries on, dang. Oh, we wanted boundary off. We wanted boundary off. Wait, so 1 second. Now if we do this, yeah. So now you can just make like a big chunk out of there, you know, or you could extrude like this. Take just these edges, raise them up, R, Y, and now you kind of have like one of those little like you know, like how it latches like from the vacuum like into the attachment, and it kind of has that notch. So that's how you kind of start to like model like a little notch or something. And then you could even come in here and like bevel these edges and start to get like pretty complex shapes, you know. But now we're getting sidetracked. So come back here, and look at the reference. It's nice and like pretty thick, but obviously it's pretty thin. Like I think where I have it is basically perfect. And yeah, dude, like you just need better references. Like you need to get a front shot of this, a side shot, a top shot, and then these would be like your supplementary references, like just so that you can really like check it like at a certain point and see that the angles are good. But this is not what you want to be modeling off of, because yeah, this is hard for me too. I'm just gonna call this good. So now E to extrude, bring it way back, like way back. Just move it, because look, if you press E again, now you have extra geometry that you don't even need. So once you extrude once, just move it after that. And I would basically move it so it starts to poke out of here like that. And you can actually press 1, switch to vertex, and we want it to be flat like this. Sorry. On the, I'm pretty sure it's X. If we do S, X, 0, yeah, so now it's flat. Now we bring it like right back there. And now X, delete vertex. Oh, no. Press 3, switch to face. Now press X, delete faces. And then I'm gonna switch over to cycles because I do not like how Eevee looks. It's just personal. No offense to Eevee people. Save. Yeah, dude, I do. Oh my gosh. I should have saved so much earlier than this. Wow. Vacuum tip. Yeah, vacuum tip. 01. Okay. Texturing, very basic. Just do, it looks like very dark gray. You can even do this eyedropper tool. Let's get like a bit of the lighter gray, like somewhere like right there. And let's switch over to the preview mode. Very, very low roughness. Yeah, more like that. Clear coat all the way up. And yeah, it has kind of a sheen to it, so we'll leave the clear coat higher and then maybe drop this roughness more like that. I don't know, dude. You're gonna have to play with it. We'll add a little plane just so we can see the reflections better. But you know, I mean, this is, it's pretty close. It's right there, that spot. I mean, like, you just need to add way more geometry at this point, and then really start to like carve out that ring right there. Like, I can't do all that, but I can get you about this far, my friend. I hope you figure it out. If you can't, I'll spend more time later, but it's like 3 AM for me, and I gotta go to the DMV tomorrow. So, it's not great timing. I hope this helps, brother. Peace.